Good morning, Knicks Nation. Today is Monday. It is the 22nd day of April 2024. I hope you're doing well today. I hope your family is doing well and that the needs of you and your family in terms of food, shelter, clothing, as well as health are being met today. And I hope you enjoyed your weekend. I'm going to preempt my normal introduction before we go into the Knicks business to just give a heartfelt thanks to all of Knicks Nation for all the love, the support that you have given us, me and my family, during the ordeal of my father and his ultimate passing. And we had on the Saturday, this past Saturday was his funeral, and Knicks Nation was there and helped to, along with my family, which now the brothers from Knicks Nation are also part of my family, turn what would normally be expected to be a sad event into a glorious event. And it was a beautiful tribute to my father's life and his overcoming and ultimate triumph, as well as a glory to the Most High who I serve. So it was beautiful, and I want to give again very heartfelt thanks from me, my family, to Knicks Nation, because it was beautiful. All the people that wasn't there but on here have expressed condolences and wishes and thanks and good thoughts. It's been a beautiful thing. It's given me strength, and really, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, Knicks Nation, for what you did for us, and then the brothers that showed out that day. I can't express my thanks enough. So I just wanted to first start off with that. Now, there was a basketball game Saturday night. Our New York Knicks played game one of the NBA playoffs against Philadelphia 76ers, and the Knicks beat them. And this is the thing. Okay, one of the good things, interesting things about situations like funerals, you get your whole family there, right? So I had my family there from my mother's side, my father's side, my cousins, and so we was all together. And I had one cousin that kept saying, "I'm worried about Maxie. I'm worried about Maxie. I'm worried about Maxie." And the more beer he drank, the louder he got. And I kept telling him, "Philip, calm down, man. It's gonna be all right." And every time Maxie scored, "Oh my God, I told you I was worried about Maxie. Oh my God." And I said, "Look, just calm down." And what I said was, just watch for the deuce card. And my family had looked at me, "What do you mean?" I said, "Tibbs getting ready to pull this deuce card. It's going to solve that problem." Eventually, Tibbs did pull the deuce card. And as you now know, that problem was solved. I think Maxie scored once when deuce was on. Okay, once. Now, the good thing is, think about this, Knicks Nation. I think I did a video, I think it was Friday, where I stated clearly, title of the video, Knicks are the better team. I don't know why anybody else can't see it, but that's not my problem. The Knicks are clearly the better team. Now think about this, though. No Julius Randle. No Julius Randle. And the Knicks are still the better team. Now, the whole Knicks squad was playing defense. And again, y'all know what I'm about to say. No defense, no bueno. Why? You can score or not score. Shoot or not shoot. It's the league. So you're going to score and some nights people are going to be off. But you can bring defense every night. Take Dante DiVincenzo as an example, and OG Anunoby. Neither of them shot the ball particularly great on Saturday night. But they both brought the defense. Hartenstein was getting some raggedy calls on him. But here come Mitchell Robinson. And I told y'all, this is the key to this series to me. There's twofold that's key. I'm going to go over that in a second. But every player in the NBA, no matter how the greatest to the least, has a kryptonite. Everybody does. There's no player in the NBA that doesn't have a kryptonite, okay? Like, I like to bring up Michael Jordan. He wanted no part of Rod Strickland. No, no, no. If you was from back in that time and you remember Rod Strickland out of the Bronx from DePaul, Jordan could rock anybody. He could not deal with Rod Strickland. Every player has a kryptonite. Okay? For Deuce McBride, it's O'Connell over there in Indiana. That's his kryptonite. Okay? For Embiid, it's Mitchell Robinson. He don't want to see no parts of Mitch Rob. You want to just notice how many jump shots he was taking once Mitch got in the game. He didn't want no parts of Mitch Rob. Okay? None. And that's what is one of the differences in this series. Mitchell Robinson's healthy. And he's coming off the bench with Deuce McBride and Bodega 44. There's a problem. The league going to have a problem. Okay? And again, no juju. See, some knuckleheads start, because some of y'all crazy. We could trade Julius Randle. No, we're not trading Julius Randle. What we have with Julius Randle is a juggernaut. Okay? And we don't even have him. So OG didn't play the best offense. Dante didn't play the best offense. But the whole squad played defense. Bodega came in, was scoring. And of course, we know Deuce came in, was scoring. And we know Hart came through. And now here's another key to this series. Josh Hart. Because they're dependent on Embiid. Okay? And Embiid even re-injured his knee a little bit, if you recall, in the game. Embiid can't run. And if Josh Hart gets a defensive rebound, he's a one-man fast break. Again, I'm going to bring up a little nostalgia. Everybody remembers that the Houston Rockets won back-to-back championships in the 90s. That second championship was really won with one guy added to that team. He was Clyde Drexler. And Clyde could ball. I mean, he's a Hall of Fame player, top 50, right, in NBA history. But that series, what made the difference is someone or him would get a rebound and he'd use his tremendous speed. And that was at the end of his career, but he was still one of the fastest players in the league with the ball in his hand. And he would be a one-man fast break and get easy baskets for Houston, along with what Olajuwon was going to do already. And that was it. That was all they needed. Josh Hart is that in this series. He gets a rebound on the defensive end. He's a one-man fast break. Embiid is not going to be able to keep up with him. He can't run. Okay? And so if Philly don't get everybody back, which usually they don't, we're going to get some easy baskets. That's what happened in this past game. And then don't let Hart start hitting this three-pointer. That was ball game. Okay? Ball game. Everything else, when everything else being equal, ball game, which is not ball game. Okay? Ball game. So that, and then the third thing is the fact that the Knicks have multiple weapons. So you had Deuce scoring, Bodega 44 scoring, Brunson scoring, Hart scoring. And it could be a different, tonight, they play tonight, Devo could get 6 threes. OG could get 4 threes. And they're going to still play lockdown defense. This series ain't going but 5 games. It ain't going but 5 games. And Philly better win one in Philly. Oh, they're going to get the gentleman's sweep at best. Because they're going to have a problem. Now, Nick Nurse is a great coach. He's a great coach. And I hate it when people use the term out-coached when they don't know what the hell they're talking about. These are NBA league coaches. They know what they're doing. Tibbs, Nurse, they know what the hell they're doing. Okay? And generally, it's one bounce of the ball either way could sway a game. That's the way this is because they're at the highest level. Okay? Nick Nurse is a great coach. He's going to make adjustments. But this is the problem when you're playing the Knicks. It's like you got a leak over here. You put your finger in that leak in the wall and another leak pops open. See, that's what happened. They were trying to double Jalen Brunson. And all of a sudden, Hart starts hitting his three. And they left him open. See, you got to leave somebody open. In the tight games like this, you got to double a Jalen Brunson. Okay, you got to double him. You got to put an extra body on a Mitchell Robinson when you're dealing with the offensive glass. Okay? And so somebody's open. It's going to be Hart. They just, let Hart open. And he starts knocking down his threes. Don't let Devo knock down his. And don't let Deuce come off the bench with Mitch Robin and cause havoc, which is going to happen. Okay? So right now, I'm saying this is a 5-game series. Okay? Philly got to win one. I don't think, well, let me not jinx it, but I think this is a 5-game series. It's a 5-game series right here. Okay? The series with the Pacers and the Bucks beat them without Giannis. That's a bad look. The Bucks beat them without Giannis and beat them pretty handily without Giannis. So I don't know about the Pacers being able to overcome the Bucks. That would be pretty difficult. And then the first game, see what happens, brethren. And again, this is what some of y'all brought this up with respect to Deuce earlier. With that's what I'm gonna tell you why y'all should know now that it's solved. But what I'm saying is, the regular season is not the playoffs, and it's not the playoff on the multiple levels. But on this sense, the pressure, the defensive pressure in the playoffs is turned up a couple notches. The physicality in the playoffs is turned up a couple of notches. The desperation to win is turned up several notches. And all of this in the highest level league in the world. So when you get to the playoffs, if you watch the box score from the Pacers, they're a high scoring team. And Dame Doll ain't no defensive demon now. They held them under 100 points. And I think only 2 players for the Pacers scored double figures. See, because it's turned up a notch. And if you can't play no defense, you can't win. See, all you're talking about, we need a walk-in bucket. Y'all need to check yourself. This ain't college. This ain't high school. This the league. And you got to play some defense to win if you want to get a chip. So I don't know about that Pacers Bucks thing, man. Because with no Giannis, and if he comes back, so I don't know about that. But I ain't worried about the Bucks if I'm the Knicks, though. In fact, if I'm the Knicks, I ain't worried about nobody. We in really good shape. Very good shape. Y'all enjoy the game. Again, thank you all for your support and well wishes. I greatly appreciate that. Enjoy your Monday. We're going to talk about it later. Shalom.